Blue Collar Millionaires. We're back again. And this time, we're talking AI.
AI is not going to replace jobs. What AI is going to do is it's going to give you the competitive advantage. From guys on the roof missing calls to multi-million-dollar exits.
AI is changing the game for blue collar businesses. He misses calls. He's missing so much revenue.
Absolutely.
And he needs that AI to pick up to get that information and then transfer it over to him.
It's able to think faster than what a human can. It picks up on things quicker and better than what a human can. This episode, we're showing you how to plug in AI where it matters most. Your phones, your leads, your schedule.
AI never calls out. It can be a complement to your thing. You don't have to get rid of anyone.
That's right.
It's just helping you do it. Don't wait until the big guys have already taken over.
Innovate now.
Adapt now.
If you stay stuck in your ways, your old ways, and you say, I'm not changing, that's the biggest threat of any entrepreneur, the ones that say, I'm going to resist change.
America's backbone was built on blue-collar business grit, grind, and muscle. This is where you stop working for the business, and the business starts working for you.
Blue Collar Millionaires, we're back again. We're going to be talking about AI today, answering calls. Some of my favorite subjects. It drives me nuts, guys who don't answer calls, but I was that guy forever. How do you use AI now?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's wondering how to plug in AI. It's the big buzzword. It's coming. It's not going away. And the ones that aren't paying attention to it, I forgot, I think it was Nexus or something CEO, and he was talking about AI, and he said, AI is not going to replace jobs. He said, what AI is going to do is it's going to give you the competitive advantage. And I'm not saying exactly what he said, so let me back up for a second. The whole point, though, of what he was trying to say is you are going to get beat by the ones that's leveraging
Absolutely.
AI. And it's because it's able to think faster than what a human can. It picks up on things quicker and better than what a human can. I mean, think about all of the information that is given in a process of a 5-10 minute phone call when a customer's booking a service that your CSR is missing, but technology is able to pick up on it. I've literally on my call system, we use Ring Central, and there is something they call Ring Sense. It's the AI, and it's an AI coaching system. So the calls come in, and then it grades the calls based off of the conversation. And if there's long pauses or if there's unclear communication, it'll sit there and give you coaching points. If you talk over the customer, it gives you coaching points. It gives you a script of everything. It tells you what the customer's concerns were based off of the conversation that took place. Most people, they're so in the process of trying to remember the script and get the call into an appointment that they forget to listen to cues that the customer is giving them. I bet when you get off the phone, most of the time, the CSRs don't even know what their pain point or real concern was. Where they said, yeah, I was calling to see how much it would cost to get my carpets clean. I have family coming in. And then the CSR goes straight into the process of how many rooms do you have? Is there pet urine? Is there red spots like wine or Kool-Aid? Is there any other areas that we should be concerned about? Totally forgot her pain point was urgency because family was coming in.
Just said, okay, well, when are they coming in?
Is the only thing they were worried
When are they
about.
coming in? Yeah, we can make that
And so
happen.
AI will pick that type of stuff up. And so we were on the phone call with a buddy that just took his business startup phase to an exit of multi-million dollars in 4
45
years.
trucks
And he plugged in AI close to his exit.
before he sold it.
And now he's very involved in it because he realized the importance of it. You've done a case study 2 or 3 different times inside of Blue Collar Millionaire talking about the call center and needing something like AI. And what was your case study? What did you do?
Well, I called 16 people last Friday and 4 picked up. 3 I talked to. 1 was like, I couldn't even talk to him. It was windy and whatever. He tried though.
Yeah.
Right. But here's the thing, out of the 2 that picked up, they were in the comments already. And they said, try me.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah.
So it was really like 1 out of 14. But I'm not calling people. I mean, when I look back, they were like guys who are not big companies with 20 people. So that's kind of the guys I'm talking about, that this is how AI can really help a big company who's got 200 trucks down to it's you by yourself. you can't miss that call. So if we all understand that the guy's on the roof, it's a 1 million gang, he's got 3 guys or whatever, he misses calls. He's missing so much revenue.
Absolutely.
And he needs that AI to pick up to get that information and then transfer it over to him or schedule that. But the bigger companies like with our buddy, during storms or very hot days, he had HVAC plumbing business, they would get swamped with calls. So you'd have 3 or 4 CSRs answering and they couldn't take it because they're on the other call.
Right.
That's what happens to me because I have a seasonal business. Like between Thanksgiving and December 10th, the phone just rings off the hook.
Right.
And every year they're like, I can't keep up with it because I'm really anal about we answer every call.
Right.
They're like, do I get off? But sometimes it's like 3.
Right.
And
That's a lot.
I need AI answering that, right? So everybody can use this. It's cheap. If you look at it as an expense, which most people do, I look at it as an investment. I'm not going to give all his secrets, but that one thing he was doing to get a lot of calls, and then he has AI answering it, it's ingenious. It'll pay for it right there.
I mean, and well, here's the thing. It's not just the inbound calls. You can use it on the outbound calls. You can use it to rehash customers.
Right.
So you could do cold calling with it. You could do the rehashing of your current customers to increase your lifetime value. And then, of course, you could take the inbound calls. That's just the 3 main things that it's currently kind of in a fairly more advanced, like at this point, I can finally see, oh, this is usable because the demo models, I would stay on the phone with the demo models at this point, and I would book a service through them. Where before it was so robotic, it was like, oh man, nobody's really going to stay on the phone.
We could put the demo in right now.
Hello?
Hey Juan, it's Jessica with Heatwave. I'm calling to get that new AC estimate schedule that you inquired about.
It's for my church. The AC at that location. We're running 2 units.
Perfect. What is the address of the property where the church is located?
It's
What type of building is it? Is it a 1-story, 2-story condo or something else?
No, it's a plaza.
Got it, a plaza. Are you the person in charge of scheduling this, or is there someone else I should be speaking with?
We're looking to try to see if we can get a unit that we can pay monthly.
What's the best email address to reach you for further details?
It's
Thanks for that, Juan. Just to confirm, it's... Does that sound right?
yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Do you have a preference for a morning or afternoon appointment?
Morning on Monday.
Let's see what we have available for Monday mornings. The next available Monday morning slot is April 14th from 9 to noon. Would that work for you?
Yes.
Awesome. Your appointment is confirmed for Monday, April 14th from 9 to noon. We'll send you all the details and you'll receive a reminder before the technician arrives. If anything changes, just give us a heads up. Thanks for choosing Heatwave and have an awesome day.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Perfect. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you for calling Great American Concrete Coating, a certified Valance installer. This is Angela, your AI assistant on a recorded line. How may I help you today?
Hi, Angela. I'm trying to get an estimate for a coating job on my garage floor.
That's great to hear. Could I get your first and last name, please?
Sure, it's Joe Papa.
Thanks, Joe. Could you spell your last name for me, just to make sure I got it right?
Sure thing, P-A-P-A.
Got it, thanks. Now, could you tell me the address where you'd like the estimate done?
Yeah, I'm at 123 Main Street in Las Vegas.
Perfect. You're in our service area. What's the approximate square footage of your garage?
I think it's about like 20 by 30.
That sounds like a good size. So about 600 square feet, right? What's the current condition of your concrete? Any cracks or existing coatings we should know about?
There's a little bit of cracks, but not much.
Got it. Just a few cracks. Have you reached out to anyone else for an estimate yet? What did you think about their quote, if you have?
Nope, you're the first.
Great to hear we're your first call. What budget do you have in mind for this project?
I'm really not sure.
No worries, Joe. Just so you know, our projects usually start around $1,500. Does that work for you? Would you still like to schedule an estimate?
Yeah, that sounds good.
You guys listen to that. That's how good it is.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it sounds so real. It's AI. I think we all think it's like this robot sounding thing. It's AI is here to stay.
You forget you're talking to
You forget
a
it.
robot.
I forgot I was listening to it. I was listening to the call and I was like, oh, she's doing good. I mean, but this is what we all know. This is one thing Ray says, so true. You write these scripts, you test them, and then you go listen to calls and you're like,
You're not
what was
following
that?
the
Yeah,
script.
you're not doing it. You're going off it. I like to call my own companies in the middle of the day. I have Ring IO. I can call from any number in like 29 states. I call them.
Yeah.
They do answer, but I had like one guy and he answered the phone like gutters. And he was like half asleep. It pissed me off. So I'm like, who is this? And then he's like, what? Who's this? It was the worst call ever.
Oh,
I got rid of him a week
man.
later because of that call. Like,
Yeah.
it drove me nuts. Like, we all know that. You were talking about when it's a storm. I used to do it too. I'd be up all night. Somebody's calling me at 7. I'd be like, go to King. This is Kevin.
Yeah.
How can I help you? I want to I've been already at the gym and do all that.
That's right.
You got to do this. Employees are not going to do it. You don't know. I've talked to people. One of the times I called and this woman answered the phone. She was just so down. I said, what's going on? Get have energy. She was like, oh man, I just had this big fight with my boyfriend. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah,
Time's
AI
up.
doesn't have that.
AI doesn't ever have that. And then there's other people. When I was saying, in one company, I had one person answering all the calls, and you get a text at like 7:13, like, hey, this happened today. I got to do something with my mom. I'm not going to be in. And I'd just be like, damn, I got to answer calls today?
Yeah.
Or I'm thinking who's going to do it or whatever, and you got other things to do. And I never calls out. It can be a compliment to your thing. You don't have to get rid of anyone.
That's right. That's
It's
right.
just helping you do it.
It still can't,
Scheduling.
currently, that I'm aware of, it still can't physically schedule a job and dispatch it. It can give you a link and whatnot. So the human component is still needed.
Still needed.
It's not a threat. That's why when we opened this podcast up, I said, look, it's not that it's taking jobs away. Now, some jobs will be taken away, but the human component, you're not going to have robots running businesses. Someone has to rein the robot in. Someone has to give it its direction. It is a complement. It is an accessory to the business so that you're able to process stuff faster, miss less things, be more efficient. And so anyone that is fearful of losing their position because of it, I think that's a false truth. They need to see it as an extra. Look, if you think about the smartphones, I mean, these do anything and everything. It's a camera, it's a recording device, it's a search engine, it's a encyclopedia. It is almost it is a smartphone, literally. The name tells it. So why would we be scared of this? This just helps us be more efficient in life. AI is the exact same thing.
Somebody's interested. They heard the demo. They think they want to do this. I want to tell them about the deal. This is with Ray. Ray had a huge exit. He's done. He's retired. He's rich. He's not retired. It's like all of us. He wants to get into other things.
Yeah.
As part of this, anybody who's on his program, he's going to mentor you help you with call scripts, with
Right.
how to set this up,
He wants
with
to be
how he
successful.
did it with his company so you win. He wants you to win. I mean, that just in itself, there's no cost to that. That's for blue collar millionaire members. You have to tell him you're part of blue collar millionaire member. He wants to help people. He's going to get you on. They don't want you to come on there and then you're using it, but you're only so much technology where we're
Right.
using 10% of it.
Right.
He wants you to maximize it. He knows a lot about AI. He's not an AI guy. He's a blue collar guy who built an incredible business. And then his partner is a guy 20 years in artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the perfect model. That's why we've had people talk to us about artificial intelligence, want us to get involved, maybe get a blue collar. And I liked it. It's not, but
We like the concept.
I like the
we just
concept.
haven't seen it built out
I
yet.
haven't seen it built out, but to me, you need both people. You need the guy who owned a service business, who knows all the stuff that we know, and then the artificial, and they have to be a team.
The
That's
consultant.
why we like it.
He's the consultant to that technology piece. And, everybody's familiar, for the most part, with ChatGPT and OpenAI
Yep.
and their product ChatGPT as a word model. And then now we're getting familiar with this image model, and it can sit there and create images. But everybody's been wondering, how do I implement this in my business so that I really can see it helping me? And this is the first time that I can physically see, this is exactly the first way it's going to be implemented into home service blue collar businesses. And it's going to be through that CSR position and being able to answer and follow a lead through the process of getting on the schedule.
It's a no-brainer for anyone, but specifically if you're heavy on getting Google leads, everybody knows this. You go to Google, that person doesn't pick up, you're gone. I'm crazy. I might even, when it hits like ring 4 or 5, I'll go to the next one.
Oh yeah, I'm not
going to sit there and wait. Keep going.
Yeah.
Because I'll get pissed if that thing rings like 8 times and then I get nothing.
Right.
I'm already on to the next one. Everybody's doing that. That's so much business being lost because of
And
that.
if it was just a backup, like I've got one person sitting in there, and then I've got a secondary person that does other tasks that can pick the phone up. But I'd rather have the AI that's on the draw, because now I'm not interrupting that secondary person in the task that they're doing if they see that the phone hit ring number 3. And I would be programming this AI system to pick up on the second
ring is what you want.
Because then I know my first one is occupied, because as soon as it rings, it should be an automatic boom. You get one ring, they're on the phone. So if it's hitting ring 2, now AI's picking up.
We're talking about his service, but it's everyone. All his company, the best companies are going to be innovative. They're going to figure out ways to schedule, to dispatch, to do all the things. All these things are going to happen in 16 months.
So when we were talking with them on the AI system, PE, private equity, they came in and bought his company, and it's happening. It's $1 trillion sitting over on the sidelines in private equity that has to be deployed. Like, these are, when you start to understand what's happening, it motivates you to get moving on this. So you got $1 trillion where people have gone to high income earners and said, hey, pledge your money to me, and I'm going to give you this return in 5 years. And they create these funds. Now, there's $1 trillion of these funds. They can't just let it sit on the sidelines and create no income for those people that pledged it. They have to deploy it. So these companies, these private equity funds are out there hunting for blue collar businesses to buy. And then they have to build it up and ramp it up, because they have to take it to the next tier of buyer. And the next tier buyer wants a bigger company to buy. And so that's what happened. And they're sweeping in the smaller companies, building them up, and then they take them to these bigger buyers. Well, they're looking for ways to build them, very fast and efficient ways to build them to add more value. So they're going to be investing money into this artificial intelligence to make sure that they're automating as much as possible to take out human error. You're not removing the human, you're helping reduce human error, which provides more revenue, more profits. PE is going to make it happen, whether we want it to happen or not, because big money's coming into our space.
It's already going to happen. When I grew up, there was hardware stores in every town. Home Depot came in, they almost all went out.
Now it's all e-commerce.
Blockbuster was everywhere. Netflix came in, they're all out. Private equity's coming in. They're trying to create Amazons. They're going to try to control households with how you buy everything from them. They're going to have AI and everything. This can level that part of the playing field. It's going to be super hard to compete anyway. You need to build your company up.
They're going to professionalize the space.
Yes.
You can get scared and you can go into the whole, and hate on it. But the reality is they're going to actually bring really good technology that helps all of us. The threat is if you stay stuck in your ways, your old ways, and you say, I'm not changing. That's the biggest threat of any entrepreneur, the ones that say, I'm going to resist change. It's good. It's not broken. The problem is it will be broken as when the new technology comes in and gets accepted.
All those examples, there's another 100 of them. You could think of all kinds of businesses that went out. They didn't innovate. You could be a very small business. You could be a one-man guy, and you can see what opportunities out there. You don't have to spend 40 hours a week trying to learn AI. That's a great system, plugging in the phone one. Then go to the next one. It's going to go very rapidly. And we know the people that are competing against us who have more money are absolutely doing it.
I spend maybe, I don't know, let's call it an hour and a half a week since Chat GPT's come out. And I'll just go in there and I'm like, let me see what ChatGPT says about this. And over the course of about a year now, I've gotten pretty familiar with the writing capacity of AI. And it's the same thing. All of this, just bite size, take it in, bite size, digest it, get used to it. Don't be the person that says, that's going to go away. It's not going away.